Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another beauty related video. We are now in spring. Hooray! I am so excited for springtime. If you are too, then let's go ahead and talk about spring eyeshadow palettes. Time out. I need to tell you that at the end of this video, there is going to be a giveaway. All of the details will be linked below as far as how to enter and when it is open and when it closes. But if you want to see what is actually in this giveaway, make sure to watch through to the end so you don't miss that. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Just a little PSA, my puppy, who is not a puppy anymore but will forever be my puppy, is sleeping right next to me and she is snoring currently. So if you hear snoring, that is from her. If you hear clickety-clacketing around, that means she's decided to walk around. She likes to make a lot of noise when I am recording. It's just so fun. Oh my God, that snoring is getting so loud. Okay, so today I have 5 palettes I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to talk to you about why I like them for spring. You may already have them in your collection because they're not necessarily newer palettes. In fact, a few of these might not be available currently. But I'm still showing them to you because I know a lot of you have these in your collection, and so this will be inspiration to go to your collections and use them. Or maybe you have similar color stories in your collection, even if you don't have these exact palettes. That's also an encouragement to go and use what you already have. But then also because some of these could come back. In fact, I believe at least one of them will be coming back for an anniversary sale that might be coming up. We don't know for sure. I'm just guessing here. So let's talk about 5 different springy palettes that I have in my collection that I think you should also use this spring. The first palette I'm going to talk to you about is this teeny tiny one here. It's not so teeny tiny because the pans aren't that small, but this is a 5-pan palette by Natasha Denona. This is the Jubilee palette, and this has the shades Vintage Taupe, Intense, Limoncello, Enigma, and Mint Frost. And guys, this palette is such a fun one for springtime. I love this one. So this all the way over here is a great shade for all over the lid, but also just as a transition shade. This pink is beautiful for this time of year. It makes a really cute Eastery looking look. The yellow is just a tiny bit of like a shimmery to it, especially if you use it a little damp. Works beautifully. This blue is a much darker blue than what I would normally pick for this time of year, but it is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I actually kind of forget about it sometimes, so I like to bring this palette in very specifically so that I will use it. And then finally, this minty blue down here, minty, greeny blue, whatever you want to call it, is a beautiful shimmer. Works beautiful. All of these shades work really well together. For this time of year, I like using that minty green and that yellow and that pink. Oh, beautiful, beautiful look. But you can make so many different looks with this palette, but you can also bring this palette in to other palettes. So great use. If you like everything in this color story and you don't already own this, I would suggest picking it up. It is great quality. But if you don't already own it and you don't like all of the shades, I don't necessarily think it's necessary unless it's on a good sale. And if you have this in your collection, please let me know, what is your favorite color story to make on your eyes? I would love a little bit more inspiration. The next palette is going to be from Nomad Cosmetics. Now, this one is the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way, and isn't that just so pretty? Let's take a look at the inside packaging, because the inside packaging is different. It's going to be this velvety look. So stunning. Okay, so this one is where I'm going to bring in a lot of my greens for springtime, and I love using greens during springtime. This also has a couple that lean more yellow, like this matte here, which is a yellow leaning green. And then it has this goldish shimmery that is a gold, but it's also more yellow leaning than a true gold. Versus this one over here is more copper leaning and closer to a truer gold. All of these greens are beautiful for this time of year. Honestly, I bring this palette in every time of year, but this palette is especially good right now. So this one, if you like greens, this has so many different options in here, making it such a good palette for a green palette. The quality is fantastic. The quality of the shades, the quality of the packaging, the brand itself is amazing. So I love having this all year round, but I especially love it during springtime. The next one I'm going to show you is from Juvia's Place, and this one is the Blushed Rose, and this is going to be a much more pink leaning palette. And while this darker shade over here might not scream springtime, the rest of these shades work beautifully for this time of year, and honestly, I can make this work. If you're wanting a little bit of a deeper look for this time of year, this one is beautiful. So this one's gonna have 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. And these all just work together so beautifully, but they also work to where you can make multiple looks within just this palette, or you can bring these in for other palettes. So if you're making a more neutral and you want to use those shimmers, absolutely stunning. The quality in this is amazing. The price of this is fantastic. And you know, the whole design is just so pretty. It's also a really good one for travel. So if you've got some springy trips coming up and this is a color story that you like, this would be a very good one to pick up for all of that. Okay, the next one is also from Nomad Cosmetics, because I love Nomad Cosmetics. And this is such a perfect springtime palette, but this is one that I know for sure is not currently available on their website. It could come back for their anniversary sale that they have said that's gonna happen this year. I don't know, you'll have to just wait and see. But if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But if it does, that's why I need to show it to you. But maybe you have it in your collection and you've kind of forgotten about it. So this is the Nomad Tokyo palette. And guys, this is just so fun for Tokyo, but also those colors are just so spring inspired to me. The style that is on the cardboard also comes to the main palette, which I love. Absolutely beautiful. So opening up this palette, like, how is that not spring? It is like 100% springtime with a couple little colors over here to make it more dimensional so that you can use it more than just springtime. Guys, this has your orange, your pinks, your blues, your teals, your yellows, and then it's got some grays. Oh, it is absolutely stunning. The top 2 rows are going to be matte and the bottom row is going to be all shimmers. I love the design of this palette. I love the layout of this palette. I love the quality of this palette. I love this palette so much. I had never really used tones like this before, and now I'm just like opened up to a whole new world. So I am loving this one. I am excited to keep using this one, and that is why I had to bring it in for springtime, because I know I'm going to get so much uses out of this for the spring months. Okay, the last palette I'm going to show you for springtime, I believe is still available. And if not currently, I do believe it'll come back. So this is from ColourPop, and this is the Aurora Struck Mega palette. This is one of, if not my favorite palette from them. It is beautiful. Not only is this just stunning, the inside also looks exactly the same. Like, isn't she a beauty? Absolutely beautiful. And then when you open it up, They did such a great job with this palette. It's gorgeous. Now this one, you might not initially be like, that's a springy palette, but hear me out, okay? The top 2 rows in this, for sure, are very much where I see spring, like without any debate. You've got a lot of these like pastel-y colors in here that just are super light, but super fun for springtime. And then you've got some of the lighter shades down in here, which are also good for that. But honestly, all of these shades I have used plenty of times for spring, and I love to use this. So this palette is one that I will use year round. I do use it a lot in wintertime for the darker colors, but it's like these 2 up here and then these lighter shades that I think are perfect for spring as well. So that's why I also had to bring this one in, because it is a favorite that I like to use at this time of year. So I am excited to play with this again as we are in these next fun months. So as you can tell, for springtime, I like a little bit more pastel. I like a little bit more bright, but not super, super bright like what you would get maybe in summertime. I like my greens, I like my blues, I like my pinks somehow, that's the thing. I don't have that many purples in this outside of that last palette that I showed you, but I do tend to stick with more of the, I'm gonna say like Eastery colors for this time, with some darker shades in there to give a little bit of depth. Who wants to see what the giveaway is? So I did a giveaway last month. It went over pretty well and you guys seemed to really enjoy it. And I said I would be doing it again. And I'm so excited to have it in this video. All of the details of how to enter, what you need to do to enter, and when this is open through when this closes will be linked down below in that description box. So make sure you check that out. Now, I'm gonna show you everything for this giveaway. And if you want more giveaways, then we gotta get more friends over here, guys, okay? Because I love to give back to all of you who are supporting me, but I also need to grow this space. So make sure you invite your friends, make sure you share this video or another video you think people would like, and subscribe. Now let's look at what we're giving away this month. So this month has 7 different products in it for this giveaway, which is awesome, okay? The first 3 are lash items. So we have the Ardell Professional Naked Lashes, and this is in the number 421, and this is just a fun set of very fanned out lashes. Really fun there. Then I have this one from, I think it says Karma on Unique. I'm not entirely sure about that, but this is their Mary Lash, which comes in a beautiful packaging here. And this one looks much longer and much more fanned out. So if you like bigger lashes, this one absolutely you would love. And then last is from Kiss, which is going to be the Lash Couture the Lash Couture Curls. These are a set of 45 clusters. And that's what that looks like. So we're gonna start you off with some lashes. So if you've never tried lashes before and you wanna play around with them, this is a great thing. And if you love lashes, yeah, you get to add to your collection if you win. The next 3 products are all lip products, okay? They're all from NYX Beauty. So first we're gonna have the Soft Matte Lip Cream. And this one is in the shade London. I love this formula. This is just a shade that I didn't need, and so when I got it in a advent calendar, I decided before I even looked at it, I was like, this is going to a giveaway, so it's never been opened or used. None of this makeup has ever been used. Then I have the Butter Gloss in Madeline, another beautiful brown shade. And lastly, the Butter Gloss Bling, which I love this formula. This one is in the shade Pricey. It's gonna be brown, gold leaning, well, maybe more copper. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't used it, so I didn't get to swatch it or really see, but that's what it looks like to me. And this formula is beautiful. And lastly, last but not least, is going to be an eyeshadow palette, and it is a palette that blew me away last year. So when this went on sale, I bought one for you guys specifically so I could give it away. It is the Glamlight Garfield palette, and I will just go ahead and put a picture up that I took using my palettes so you can kind of see what this looks like, so I don't have to open this. I did open this as soon as it came in just to make sure it wasn't cracked, and then it immediately went back in to the package, and I'm not going to open it again because I want this to be as fresh as possible for when one of you receives this. So that is what that looks like. This color story has blown me away. The formula absolutely shocked me. This palette is beautiful and I reach for it so much, so much. So I'm so excited to actually be able to give this away to one of you. So all of these 7 products will be won by one of you. Like I said a few minutes ago, all of the details on how to enter will be down below. A word of caution, please watch out for scammers. I will be responding to the winner, and I will be reaching out to the winner via the business email only. Very specific, that business email. So watch where your emails are coming from, watch where anything is coming from, because I don't want you guys to get scammed, okay? So follow the quick instructions down below to enter so you have a chance to win. Now the next giveaway I do once this one closes will be once I hit 450 subscribers. So if you want to see that giveaway come up soon, go ahead and help me get there, okay? Invite some friends. Let's get there so we can do another giveaway after this one closes. So if those are all color stories that you like, let me know down below what is your favorite spring-inspired palette that you already own. I would love to know what you have in your collections, what you love, and what you don't really like. Maybe none of these colors are colors you would ever use. That is okay, but if they are, and even if they're not, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up button, and sticking around maybe for more videos that are popping up on the screen now. Thank you all so much for watching this all the way to the end, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.